So I would say right now, probably the number one struggle that I'm having is, as a young dad, husband, business owner, someone trying to build a brand, is my schedule. Just getting my morning routine back a little bit. So we had our second kid, January 12th, and your first couple months, man, you're just doing everything you can to survive. Mornings are a little hectic. The kid doesn't sleep great. He's starting to sleep really good. So my goal is I'm waking up around 6:30. There's been seasons in my life where I'm up at 5 doing the things I feel like I need to do to get the day ready. I want to try to get back, but even in general, I've got family, streakers. In the meantime, creating content, and I'm just trying to get a little bit better at using all my freedom correctly to make sure that my systems are in order, that my schedules, I'm getting the things knocked out in my schedule that I need to. And so I would kind of say, hey, if that's you, give yourself a lot of grace, and then secondly, make a plan and do your best to try to follow that plan. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do right now, just for the week in general, not trying to solve problems for the next 10 years. I'm just kind of trying to get my week under my feet. If you've just gone full-time entrepreneur, that's gonna be one of your biggest struggles, is figuring out how to have a really good schedule for yourself. Because what I realized is you have to learn how to use the freedom. If you've had a job for a while, you're like a dog in the, suburbia that lives with a nice backyard with a fence, and it's great. You got a little bit of freedom back there. Once you become an entrepreneur, it's like you just got released on a farm and there's no barriers, and that sounds amazing, but it's kind of scary. And so you got to figure out what borders you're going to create for yourself so you don't get lost in the day-to-day, and so you don't get nervous or scared or whatever. And so that's kind of why today I'm able to get this workout in. I'm recalibrating my schedule a little bit, getting back to normal a little bit after having a kid. So I'm going to go hit a chest workout. Okay, just wrapped up my chest workout, and it's feeling good. I've always had a really small chest. This is the way it is, and so I'm trying to make up for it a little bit now that I'm 30, kind of getting on some of my man weight, I guess. Anyway, real quick recap. Really basic pyramid of chest for bench press. Just kind of did 12 reps, 10, 8, 6, 4. Not going super heavy because I'm just not that super strong. Then I jump over to just 2 sets of pretty much max reps with incline dumbbell press, and then did a few sets of flies with the dumbbells. And then a little bit of dips. I don't go that low on dips because it hurts my shoulders. I had shoulder surgery on the shoulder, still kind of hurts. But then wrapped up with the roller, ab roller, which always kills me. But anyway, gonna do a quick 3-mile run. I haven't ran in a couple weeks. I was training for the marathon. My Achilles tendonitis kind of kicked back up. So this is my first run. I'm gonna give it a go. We'll see how I feel. So unfortunately, I think I'm gonna drop down to the half marathon. I know I can do that. That's the numbers I was up at during the training. And so at least gonna focus on the half. If I can do that, then I'll be excited. All right, gonna hit 3 miles. No shirt might have been a bad idea. A little bit cooler than I expected. Just finished the mile. Achilles feels good, but I can tell I haven't ran in a few weeks. All right, just finished my 3-mile run. Whatever, okay? I got it done, feels good. Going back to the idea of kind of building my perfect schedule, my perfect routine, there's a couple thoughts I've been having that connect in the meantime, okay? I think a lot of people want to create really successful lives in a really short amount of time. And what happens is we all know that discipline and good habits are what lead to success, and they're not secrets. We know what the right things are. Have good conversations with your spouse, exercise, eat healthy, work hard at your jobs, blah, blah, blah. What happens is people get motivated and they say, this is the week I'm gonna hit it hard. And so they pick 3 habits that they're gonna try their very best at every day. And by Wednesday, they literally burn out because they're trying to do their best workout, their absolute best diet. They have all these prohibitions of things they don't want to do and trying to do all the right things. And literally they're dead by Wednesday because they've been trying to wake up at 4:30 a.m., ice bath, eat healthy foods, blah, 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 right? My advice is this: you have to zoom out. Okay, so for me right now, when I turned 30, I said all my goals are around a 10-year process. So my goal is that at 40, I'm much, much better off than I am right now as far as leaning into all the hard disciplines that I want to achieve. But I don't have to finish it by 31. I don't have to have them all perfect by 32, right? The goal is not to give my very best to one of my habits today. It's actually to give my worst to a successful habit today, because over time, that still is going to lead to success, right? I would rather do poorly every day the right habits than for 2 days of the week do really good job and then do awful and not living them out. Does that make sense? So I believe that if today you were like, hey, there's 9 habits I have to do that I feel like are gonna lead to success, wake up and just say, today, I'm gonna do the worst I can at these 9 habits. And tomorrow you're gonna wake up and say, I'm gonna do the worst I can. I'm gonna do the worst I can the third day. The goal is obviously not to do the worst you can. I believe once you get started on that habit, you'll do a pretty good job, right? Like, so today, hey, this is gonna be my worst chest workout ever. Well, it wasn't. It was a pretty good chest workout, but I just got into it, I got it started, and that led to a successful workout. So for you, stop trying to be the best at all these habits 2 days out of 7, and instead be like, I'm gonna do okay at all these habits 7 days out of the week. And I'm choosing to believe you hear my heart here, right? Like, this isn't me saying don't go out and try your best. I think we should try our best every day, but I think a lot of times people get really hyped up on a lot of the gurus and people they see online, and it's like, hey, I do think they're obviously pretty disciplined and they did a good job, but it took them a long time to get there, right? Nick Bear doesn't wake up and run 10 miles and lift 500-pound deadlifts and bench 315 pounds and run a multi-million-dollar company because he started last week. It's been a 12-year journey for him, and you could throw in anybody that you kind of look up to and kind of realize, hey, it's a journey in the meantime. And so what I'm saying is, if you've struggled with discipline burnout, this idea of you get really hyped up, I know a lot of people in my life, I have done it, get really excited and say, that's it. Here's all my bad habits, I'm getting rid of them. Here's all my good habits, I'm gonna go full steam ahead. By the end of the week, you're dead, right? And so it's like, I'm a huge believer in an addition diet instead of a subtraction diet, and I just mean diet in the full sense of the word. Like, my whole life is like, hey, I'm not gonna just totally give up watching Netflix. I can watch a little bit less, sure, but I'm gonna add some other good things. I'm gonna say, hey, I wanna read at least 10 minutes every day, right? Whatever. And so what happens is, it's the practice of just sitting down and opening the book, not the goal of getting 10 pages or 10 minutes read. It's sitting down, building the practice. So working out, eating healthy, building the right relationships, having good practices with your money. So all these things are saying, hey, today I'm just gonna kind of hit the nail a little bit with the hammer. I'm not gonna try to build the whole house. So that's my encouragement to you. If that helped you at all, let me know. Guys, I am ecstatic. I've gotten like 30 new subscribers in the last 2 weeks, and that's really been my habit right now that I'm trying to do, is make one YouTube video a week and see what happens. Would I love to have 1 million subscribers and get a lot of views on my videos and see a lot of people getting help? For sure. I'm gonna get there by doing 1 video a week over the next 10 years, right? Or whatever. And so I'm just gonna be patient in the process in the meantime. So if it was helpful, encouraging, leave a comment. Yes, please subscribe. I also think there's an alert thing that you could do, so to let you know when I make a new video. I'm on Instagram, basically is the only other thing I'm really on. And then the other things I don't make much content on. But anyway, thanks so much. See you guys next week. And I'll probably post some shorts too.